Los Angeles Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Trojans will put toe to leather and we'll get started. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Here's a snap, ready to cut one loose. Still looking on the move. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
There have been many memorable games in this rivalry. It was memorable for Notre Dame last year, not so much for SC as the Trojans got blown out.
No, and Notre Dame's a team that we've seen in the playoff in recent years, and they want to get there consistently. To do that, they've got to win rivalry games like this. You're going to play a big-time opponent like USC with all of that talent and that coaching staff. You're going to have to play at a very high level. Last year, David, they put the stomp down on the Trojans.
They did. They used that big shillelagh and laid the hammer and took care of business. And you've seen Notre Dame, have these years now where they've had really good seasons, but we want to see them build on it and do multiple good seasons in a row. That means beating your rival, beating USC consistently. Let's see what the Irish have today.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockney's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do it, it's the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
Going up top on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Fires and picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Across the 45. He's off to the races. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets them get on the edge.
Touchdown, USC! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He's going to bring it out from deep. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
From the gun. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Miles. And he coughs it up inside the 20. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
He wants to throw. Pressure coming. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. He's looking for a man on second down. On the run, fires downfield. Touchdown, Irish! A great catch and run for 6. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Miles. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his man. It's Miles. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get rhythms. And to get in the rhythm early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field and get some more points.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. This rivalry nearly 100 years old now, guys, dating back to when Newt Rockne had made the Irish a power and Howard Jones had done the same for the Trojans.
So many names, and then if you go recent, I mean, everybody remembers the Bush push and just so many great games in this matchup. Every year it seems like the game means a lot. And obviously, Palmer, you add a trophy, it just gets way better.
It's like the greatest players to ever do it. I mean, Joe Montana for Notre Dame, Marcus Allen, his Heisman Trophy with the Trojans, and you're right. We could go on and on and on, and it always seems like those guys play their best games in this rivalry class.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
The Trojans headed quickly to the line. Handoff to the lone back. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Quickly complete. Finds a crease at the 20. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Here we go. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So a drive there of 85 yards, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish, back on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Now on the move. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use it.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there. But give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
He'll keep it himself. Makes it past the marker. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Parsegian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to...
Got enough space. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive. Lets it fly. Reels it in down the left side. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Southern Cal. And once he got loose, it was all over. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Bangs it through for an extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He fires it out to the right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day, and all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it, and I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Running behind that left side. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one play.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got a man. It's Stewart. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Little touch pass to the receiver. Crosses the 35. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Yeah, way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Throws to the tight end. He's got it. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he made the extra point without problem. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Trying to find his man on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. First down here for the offense. To the ground with the back. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Right back to the well. At the 35, he's got more. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
They're in the red zone. First and 10 from the 20. Gets it out fast. Tackled immediately after the catch.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Now on second down. Handoff to the lone back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to go for the return. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Here come the Irish, back on offense. The give on the inside. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Got his man in the middle. At the 40, there he goes. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Big time throwing that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, running back gets to give. Obliterates him, still on the move. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by the defense there, getting a stop on the quarterback behind the line of scrimmage. We know they've been burned a few times early in this game by the QB run, but we're going to let it happen there.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Man, it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. The Irish send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
He now has 108 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On third down, going up top. It's complete. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's...
Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he found daylight, it was candy bar the door, baby. Traveler and the entire Trojan nation starting to feel their oats as SC has built a lead in this one.
I'm impressed, too, with the Trojans of this one. They've got a lot of competition in conference week in, week out. You don't get a break when you go out of conference to play Notre Dame, but mentally, they've had a lot left in the tank. They are dominating Notre Dame here, David.
And it's so fun to watch year after year. Great uniforms, great football. This matchup, the Jewel Shillelagh, every single year is always fun to watch.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run it on the counter. Got room at the 35. He's loose. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
They're lining up to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First down to start the drive after the break. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Still on his feet at the 40. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
come the Irish, back on offense. They'll give it to the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They give it to him again. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. Turns it on in midfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Lets it fly. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the 4th quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
They'll try the run. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Line gets set. First down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Fast motion from the offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. You got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Slips through the line. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Here comes the offense on first down. The quarterback takes a knee. They'll line up for a second down play. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting until the bitter end as they'll take the unvictory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Fourth down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot. You know what's great about riding